All right. Now the same is true for the fifth. As we go along there, we expand back down in the A cage. All right. The fifth is going to expand back down, but actually it's an E-shaped G7 in the A cage. Okay. So in the A cage, we have 2, 5, 7 here. 2, 5, 7. There's your G. Well, wouldn't you know it? All right. So remember, we started the A-shaped cage in the key of A. So the fifth is going to drop right down to that E shape. Alright, so that's your G-shaped, E-shaped G7, right? Which is in the A cage. There's the A shape. Here's the G shape, 2, 5, 7. So you get used to looking at the staying in the mode. Instead of looking at G as 1, 3, 5, look at it as 5, 7, 2. You know, in the next 2 from the next octave, and you just know, you can see it right here on the chart. You only need one chart. It's 2, 5, 7 is the inversion. Okay, and that's second inversion. All right, second inversion going down there, and then to first inversion. Root. All right, moving right along, we can squeeze in the A minor, the G minor shaped A minor is another toughie that I probably can only just play the arpeggio with. If I'm really inept about it, I can just show you on the chart. And it's nice to know that a chord is there if you need it. Whether you can do the fingering or not, it's right now you just want to know that you know how to do something. So you know how to play a G-shaped A minor. All right, remember, we're in the A box right here, okay? This is the A box. And we want to play a G minor shape. So we've got to expand back down this way. We've got to expand it back down to a G-shaped box. All right. Now, one of the reasons why the box is longer, even though it's an A-shaped box, is because we're going to expand it back down to get the G minor shape and the C minor shape. But another reason is because to get the diatonic, where we don't just want to do the triads or the pentatonic in the A box. Okay, here's the pentatonic A is just... Okay, but we're going to also want to do the fourth pentatonic in A, which is a D shape. Okay, am I doing the right one? Okay, let's try that again. I was doing it on F. Here's the pentatonic A shape C. Alright, but we also want to get the, you know, and of course the for the C minor shape and the G minor shape, we're going to have to expand that down. Alright, but we want to get the fourth, which is the D shape, and that's going to bring it all the way up to this 4. That's that fourth up there. So it's a long box if you're using these 3 pentatonics, the 1, the 4, and the 5 pentatonic. And that gives you every single note. That gives you the diatonic. So we're up here, we're on a G-shaped A minor. Okay, let's look at what A minor is. The 6th, the root, and the 3rd. Okay, in the A box, it's G-shaped, so it's going to be expanding back down that way. Alright, so, and it's going to be a what is it now, A minor 6 root 3. So we start that G. Remember, G is is always got the doubled, the doubled. We could call it the root of the usual G, but in this case, it's a G minor shaped A minor. So the root, if you will, is the 6. So it's going to go 6 to the root to the 3. Normally, a normal G-shaped chord would be 5 to the 7 to the 2, right? That's G-shaped, but now we're going to move up. Okay, so now we got a G-shaped A minor. A minor is the second minor of G anyway, right? That's why it sounded kind of scalular there. All right, and then we get to the A-shaped B, half diminished, and that's going to be the second part of our lesson today. So it's safe to say that the half diminished again is going to be the 7, the 2, the 4, and I've added the 6th in the argument. Okay. And so around the A shape there, to play things like as long as it's within that A, let's talk about this now, as long as it's within that A cage, if I could just quickly circle that A cage right the first time. That's our A cage. We're looking for 7s, 2s, 4s, and 6s for our B or 7th degree half diminished. Okay? So in that cage, that's all you have to do. There's a 6, there's a 7, there's a 2, there's a 3, there's a, excuse me, we don't want the 3. There's a 6, 7, there's a 2, there's a 4, there's a 6, there's a 7, there's a 2, there's a 4, there's a 6. Alright, so that's where those chords are. So you can play a chord there somewhere. There's a best choice. And the best choice for a chord, you have to consider putting a bar on it. When you put a bar on it, you've got your 2 and your 4 here, and you can just hit that 7. Alright, so that 7 is right here, right? So it'd be something like, alright, so for the A, we can go backwards. We can start from the bottom here, the A shape. We could go. We could start from the tonic, and then we'll go backwards to this. Then a G minor shaped A minor, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get that. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to get that one. It's like a bass player, and sometimes it just doesn't want to make a sound. I was trying to make a sound that sounded something like that. Okay, so you can see it going down. Anyway, moving on to the G shape, the same thing applies. It's going to be a pentatonic scale. So you start a G-shaped C. Hey, I've got a G-shaped C. What do I do with it? What do I do with a G-shaped C? Well, I'm going to put the capo on because my fingers have just had about enough of this. That's it. G-shaped C. Pentatonically. Diatonically. You have to add the B. And then by patterns, it would be 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, and then S2L. You can do it by patterns too. We're going to do it by patterns. It's easy, but you should know both ways.